Today's lesson is, if you're gonna be a cameraman in London, make sure you either have a car or a van, because otherwise you'll be stuck with all this stuff, using the underground and the buses and the trains, which isn't fun. Either this or get yourself an assistant, which can also be your wife.
I'm good with carrying stuff. So.
She's also good with being an assistant. I'm just a lucky guy. And she's stuck with an idiot. Today's vlog is gonna be a bit of a retrospective, and the reason for it is exactly all this stuff that I, and especially Magda, is carrying. Wait, we need to buy wine and then we'll talk further.
Okay, now, from the beginning.
Hit it, boys.
So, for those completely unfamiliar with Antigone or ancient Greek mythology or ancient Greek plays, here's a very quick recap of what Antigone is all about and why, at least I think, it's very important at this very moment in time. So you're probably familiar with Oedipus, Oedipus is how to put it? He's the world's Oedipus is the world's most famous
motherfucker.
Yeah, so he did stuff with his mom, but it kind of wasn't his fault because it was foreseen so it was his fate that this would happen. So he was supposed to kill his father and then get married to his mom, which he did, and then later on he realized that this is actually his mom and this was his father. Anyway, so Oedipus and his mom had a daughter, and that daughter was Antigone, and so this play is all about her. So she is the protagonist in this play, or should I rather put it, an antagonist. Hence the name antagonist, from Antigone, which she was the kind of an anti-hero. Anyway, let's not go in that direction. So Antigone has two brothers. They all live in Thebes, and those two brothers are in charge of the Thebes. So they kind of, one year one is in charge and one another, and then they start arguing between one another, and then one brother expels the other out of Thebes, and then so the other, the one that goes out, starts the war against Thebes, and both of these two brothers are killed in that war.
Rest in peace, motherfucker.
And so Antigone is left with two dead brothers, and she wants to bury them properly, but because one of the brothers was expelled before the war, he cannot be buried properly. So the whole play is about Antigone fighting to get the right to give the proper burial to both of the brothers. And so she goes so far that eventually she comes to the king, who is Creon, and she demands a proper burial for both of her brothers. And the whole play is going on while the war is going on outside the walls of the palace. And in this particular version of the play, we have Antigone, then we have Creon, who is the king of Thebes. Then we have Jocasta, who is Antigone's mom and also her grandmom at the same time.
Bad motherfucker.
And we have Tiresias, who is blind but can see things that normal people cannot see. So he has been gifted by the gods with the vision to kind of foretell the future. He can see what's going to happen to people around him.
I don't have X-ray vision, motherfucker.
So the whole story of Antigone is basically her trying to fight against the system, and the system is a very masculine led, so it's led by males, and a lot of times she's overruled or turned back just because she's a female. And I think in today's world this is as important as no time before, because we have all the Me Too movement and women now starting to fight for their rights and then actually getting better positions in jobs and pay rises and kind of starting to get to equal places as men. So you see, this stuff has been going on since ancient Greece, and Sophocles already was criticizing the society that this isn't good, that, you know, women have their rights as well. Yeah, that's kind of it about Antigone. If you want to know more, just, you know, Google it or find it or read it, because it's an amazing play, and you should read much more classics, and with classics I mean ancient Greece classics, because this is the foundation of all the storytelling. If you want to know how to tell a story, which filmmaking is all about, you should probably read the basis of it as well, so where it all comes from. Now let's go back to the trailer, or more of a teaser trailer, because I want to release the trailer separately. And of course it's going to be in black and white, because it's art and it looks so much more artistic. And because you'll have to see the trailer if you want to see the colors.
When you shoot a bullet in someone, the lead buries itself in the body and kills the man. But death returns right where she came from. To you, and to your home.
God punished you. People avoid you, thinking you are the cause of their misery. It took years to get a hold of myself. Every recovery is painful. Recovery from sadness is the most agonizing one.
How many crayons are outside my reception, with no doors, no windows, to reveal their faces to me? But I am terrified to look them in the eye.
Cut it up. Cut it in half. Tell me about the linings. Hey, talk to me. You have to look and then see, boy. Boy, take me to Creon. Something's wrong.
Why are you not crying? You are allowed to cry here.
Drink this.
You better tell us where you're from. Who's the father of your child? Who are you?
Welcome to Thebes, Phoenician woman. You are safe here. From your own house of your flesh and blood, she walks around and kisses your victims. The more souls you kill, the less alive you are.